Crate. You finish creating, you take it to the market, you're looking at it like this. The reason why Apple's products can never stay on the shelf is because they have their R&D team is the baddest. They take time to research everything, all the sites you are visiting, all the things you like, all the features and everything. They take you to the production team and say, we sense that from the latest version we release, this is what has happened in customer behavior. And based on that, they give you new phones with new features that you are lying on the shelf waiting to buy. So you find people who would rather use their money to buy iPhone 12 than buy laptop. In order for you to do R&D, ask the following questions. 1. What gap has been created by my competitors in the same marketplace? So you exist in the market, and everybody is doing A. In that their A, there's a gap that has been created in their A. Can you be the business owner that will sit down and look at everything they are doing and identify the gaps? It's not the pleasant job. It's not the easiest job, but it's the game-changing job. It's the propeller job. Because once you begin to do that, at every point you're superior. You create products and services that they look at you and say, where did she get it from? How did she come up with it? You create bundles and packages and they're looking at you and saying, we'll never see this one before. Why? Because you took your time to look at the market and see the gap that your competitor's presence is creating. The absence of problems in our country, in any marketplace, is an advantage because a smart business owner should look at those problems and turn solutions, get solutions for them. So that's the first question. The second question is, what is this gap causing my customers to lose? What is this gap causing my customers to lose? And when you are doing this, do not just do it from a place of physical value. Do it from the place of intangible value. One of the things COVID-19 and the lockdown did to us is it showed us who we really are. Yes. We may be microwave, but there's something going on. COVID-19 pushed us to really know that we're humans. So human beings that need to pay attention to mental health before, it became all of a sudden important. Why? We were locked inside their house. So that means that as a business owner, if your product is just doing tangibles, there's a small problem. Let me say it again. As a business owner, if all you're selling is a tangibility, what I can touch, feel, use, there's a problem. Because the customer you're trying to sell to has intangible needs that are related to your tangible products. Let me say it again, yet. The customer you're trying to sell to has intangible needs that are related to your tangible products. E.g., I sell hair. I want to look good, but embedded within me wanting to look good is I want to be accepted. Self-esteem, confidence, presence, those things that the average woman will not tell you with their mouth, but it's there. In the past, we could ignore it, but COVID-19 brought out that part of us that we were running from. It's almost as though God waited for us and said, when you put it, you're strong. I will show you who you are. I'm just saying, I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm just giving an analogy. So, embedded in your product and services, you must link your tangible products to the intangibles that your customers are struggling with. Because let me tell you what drives buying capacity. It's the intangibles. Before I choose to buy from you, it's not because it's fine. A lot of times, I just like you. A lot of times, I just find you funny. A lot of times, she said they make noise, let me see what's there. Is that there's something inside that's driving the outside. And the West has mastered this. Blue chip companies like Coca-Cola, they have mastered it. And that's why they'll do share Coca-Cola with Amna. They're doing that campaign for 6 months. They're not stupid. They're getting something inside of you to be so awakened that you see them, you can never ignore them. That's the strategy. They have mastered intangibility. So small business owners, we are not stupid anymore. We have caught it. We now know that the intangibles drive the tangibles. So in your marketing campaigns, plug the intangibles inside and stand behind and watch it bring in things. It may not be as fast as it should be, but let me tell you what you're doing. Lifetime value. Because of our subsistent nature, aka let's just be sustained. We want to do now. Let's run promotion, sell 1,000 pieces, we make money, that's it. That's why we're where we are. And guess what? Those campaigns are expensive. Don't mind Coca-Cola when they tell you to spend 3 million. It's wash. They can spend it, no problem. You can use your phone and shoot a commercial and design it, video editing, and run the same campaign. Lily days be running $5 every day, 10 days in a month, and you just be watching. Don't be watching. One day you will enter into a place and everybody just wants you, nobody else. Why? They've been feeding on that campaign for a while. That's how to build sustainable businesses. You now want to be more strategic? You pick Nigeria, month 1. You pick Rwanda, month 3. You pick Ghana, month 4. They're sending those sponsored ads to those countries. Strategically. And before you know it, in 14 countries, you can open branches in 14 countries by this strategy. Wow. Is this difficult? Can you start it? Can you do it? Can you dominate? Enough of smallness. We're going to talk about brand and market positioning, and I know we know this a lot, but I just want to emphasize that it's worthy to see what is good and copy what is. When I say copy, I don't like to use the word copy. Emulate what is good. That's the language. So if you're going to brand a product and service, look at on the global scale. What are your competitors looking like and packaged like and branded like in our market? Don't look like the smaller or miniature version of this people. So you have to, as much as possible, make sure your branding is at the level that your global competitors are at. Because it doesn't cost you more resources to look like them than they do. It doesn't. The same graphic designer that can design their entire branding elements can design yours in Nigeria here. Don't let anybody fool you. What is now different is how you work your brand positioning. And branding is not just the colors, the packaging of the products and services. It's the conversations that are built around who you really are. A typical example, I'm an African brand. Everywhere I go, I tell you I'm a woman who believes Africa can be built. So everywhere I go, it's a consistent brand message. So that when you look at me, you see Africa. It's true. It means that when there are opportunities in any African country, you can think about me. Why? I'm always shouting Africa. That's my branding. It precedes the packaging. That's not to say the packaging is not important. Right? So you are going to have to sit with your business and say, what do I want people to think when they mention my brand? And start saying it consistently in your contents. So if you want to be known as the African Regal brand, I'm just giving an example, I'm not sure that makes sense, but hey, just for emphasis sake. Every time you put a content, say, hi, my name is this, I'm the African Regal brand. You keep saying it repeatedly to put it in people's mind that this is who you want to be known by. And everywhere they get to, they say, you don't know that woman, African Regal brand. It's not just in color and good packaging of products, right? Good. The next thing also is you have to pay attention to what you bring to the table in direct relation to what your customers are looking for. So let me decompose this. A lot of us have products and services that we want to sell, but what your customers are looking for are not what it is yourself. Exactly. So we have great ideas, some great execution, but there's a disconnect between customer needs and what you have. And that's hashtag one of the reasons why it looks like the trends jolt people out of where they should be in the marketplace. Because you soon realize that what it is you're putting forward is different from what your customers are looking for. So how do you identify and close that gap? It's to sit down and do a market survey to be sure that you truly understand what's going on inside them. Because between now and the lockdown, a lot of things has changed. If I must be honest with you, a lot of things has changed. That means the way your customer is thinking has changed. You are going to have to deliberately create small groups, small focus groups, have conversations. Either one-on-one to say what's going on in your mind, what's going on in your life, what truly are you looking for solutions for? Why do you think Instagram is always doing survey? Take this small survey. Why do you think they're always doing that? They want to know what's going on with you so that they can help you create better products. You see why this is so important? So you, as small businesses, you can do that with small focus group, or you can do survey links. And I know that it's difficult to get Nigerian field survey, but I have found a way. Tell them 100 naira data, 100 naira airtime. I'm serious. You want feedback from Nigerians to a survey? Tell them when they are done, there's 100 naira airtime again. You will get 2,000 reports in one day. In the end, they are happy. But most importantly, you have gotten feedback that you need to create better solutions. Because they're not telling you what's paying them, they're just giving it to them. Do you see why this is very important? And then the next thing we're going to talk about is how do you design the system that will get you in front of the people that wants to buy now. And I know that there's a lot of emphasis on marketing, how you should market, and all of that. There's something I want us to pay attention to, especially if you are a product brand. There's what's called trial testing marketing. And I know it's not usually talked about. So you have a new product that you just imported, maybe from China or Korea or Turkey. And you find that it's not very popular in this part, and you're trying to get people to buy it. Call them in for a trial testing. Tell them, come and try it and test it. Don't pay anything. And these companies who are trying to enter Nigerian markets, you know the big lot. They're not stupid. It's called trial testing. You enter, you try it, you test it, you like it. Chances are you won't walk out of there without buying it. So if you think you have a new market, you're trying a new product, you're trying to break into an existing market, have them try it for free. So create a budget in your marketing and advertising budget that allows you to, lose out on some products, and as long as it doesn't affect your costs. So that customers can actually try it, test it, and then come for it. It's the same way before I sell you a course. Most likely you're taking my freebie. It's trial testing. So those of you who do products will be able to apply that also in your business. And then also in this sort of marketing, affiliate marketing, I know that we have heard it before. And for those of you who are LLBI and alumni, I'm sure that you can create an affiliate system for them that allows them to bring people and get a certain percentage. And you guys who are business owners can also do that within your business. But you have all those young girls in your church who you think are not doing anything, you can tell them, come and have a do for you. If you bring this, for everyone you get this, and give them their way to go and market. It's all over the place. All over the place. Now, I'm going to go very quickly. One of the things that a lot of us must pay attention to in terms of the structure we must put in place in our business. Here is why I find that there's a disconnect between locally grown companies and foreign companies. There are structures that locally grown in foreign companies put in their business that's non-negotiable. But here, it's German. Everything goes. And the reason why this is very important here is that if we are going to truly be visionaries that will build businesses that will transcend us, that will outlive us, we must put basic things in place. And I'm going to start with the offline structure. A client representative, we know that. A sales closer. All of you that have sales girl, stop calling them sales girl. That's why they're behaving the way they're behaving. In case we didn't hear. If you have a sales girl, stop calling her a sales girl. That's why she's behaving the way she's behaving. Because she thinks all her job is to just sell closer. Buys a product and service. That's a closer. So she follows the customer systemically, have conversations around what your needs are, what your wants are, what you're trying to do with this product. So she's talking intellectually. If she's not intellectual, you can do broken style. And this is those girls that still broken, but they can sell their sliver. But the problem is the nomenclature. The nomenclature makes them wired to think that whether a girl sells or girl does not sell, I will collect my salary. That nomenclature should change. Then their JD should change. Then the onboarding should change. The training should change. I have one. Thank you. The training should change so that they begin to see themselves as a bigger part of a vision that precedes Ogata. And that's the secret of building businesses that will last. That everyone who is coming into your company, into your organization, into your business, has a mindset of where we are going as a people. Well, if the owner of the person does not have any spirit, how will they tell the people that are coming out? This is where they go. I believe she already talked about it, right? I'm going to really move away from there. Customer satisfaction, I know we know all of this. I want to quickly talk about the online business structure. One of the things that we all know is we must have a website. But you see, this is something I've found very recently. We're in a market that is ever dynamic and ever changing. And this is what I learned very recently, maybe from my place of quiet, like my place of solitude. I practice solitude a lot. So when people was asking me where did you do all this certification, I've been in solitude for over 6 months. Just out of the noise. We do so much quiet. Yeah. And it's in solitude, one of those days I was sitting down and I just heard this thing in my spirit say, for those of you who are not Christians, that's okay. I just had this thing in my spirit that said, what about people click on your website and it's your voice and your video saying something to them? Say, hello, my name is Justin Day and it's so beautiful to meet you. What part of the world are you joining here from? I would love to meet you. Do you mind dropping something beneath so that I can talk to you one-on-one? So they're coming to a website, they're meeting somebody. And from there, they're like, oh my God, I like her. And that's it. And I sat down like, okay, I know you're popular. But seriously, I'm putting it out here publicly. I haven't done it for my business, for my website. Why? Because I'm still in a, cocoon. But that's free. I'm giving everybody here. That your website can be a one-pager with just a video introducing people and a form underneath to say, where are you calling from? I'd like to know you to discuss what the culture of your country is. Culture call. What we call woman is not coming out. But what this will make is that people will be trooping in, and you just defend that from all over the world. And if you are systemic, that when they are coming, you have something to migrate them to, you already have funnels without talking too much. So this life can be stressless, actually. You have a strategy. I found one company who started to do it a month ago. This company, this is what they did. They created an entire sales funnel only on videos. So you click on one video, you are done, and you say you want the next. You click on it, takes you to another video, like that. And they sold products from just that sequence. I kind of like, I want you to get God is sharing this idea, but if you people are executing. He's sharing it. Just like I got it sitting in my room, somebody in another country got it and he executed. And I saw it, I'm like, fantastic. So seamless, so easy, so fresh, so murder, but very interactive. What it means is you get 1,000 times more click rates than the average person. So we're thinking futuristic businesses, the microwave generation that is coming. We think we're microwave. Wait till you see our children. Hey, micro. When I started praying against that for my children, they will not be microwave in Jesus' name. So yeah, that's very key for having a fresh website, a functional website for those who want to be able to reach you. Another thing is, if you are going to launch products, you must have a product launch strategy. I find that in this part of the world, we just launch products and say, it's open for sale. In the other parts of the world where they make a lot of money from their businesses, there's a product launch strategy, an entire strategy that is executed step by step. And since we're talking about mastering economic trends, it's imperative that we stop doing things ordinarily and start to look at the strategies that drive big results in big companies, in big countries. Africa is not too small to begin to do those launch formula. And guess what? We have the numbers.